Hey guys, it's Christy. Welcome to my channel. My name is Christy. This is Christy's Corner and I do all things Disney, Harry Potter, and makeup. Obviously today is a makeup look. Happy Pride Month, everyone. I'm an ally and I wanted to do a Pride look with one of my favorite looks that I've done. So if you're familiar with me, I like to do this interesting look, and I've done it in green, pink, and purple, and now we are doing it in rainbow. So it's a fun look. It looks a little bit different each time I do it because it's not exact. It's just kind of like squiggly lines on my face, if you will. So what I did here is I took my Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner. I like to use it because it doesn't smudge, and I drew out the areas that I'll be doing in different colors. So like everything that's in the rainbow is in a couple of different sections, and then gray is everywhere else. So when I did this, I always use a whiteout contact on the gray side, and I can't see out of it. So that's always like the last section I do. So I went ahead and drew everything on, and then I started this makeup. I used Sunset foundation. On every shade, it was Sunset foundation that I used to do my makeup, and I started with the dark purple and I put that on, and then I took blue, like a royal blue. Actually, the royal blue is I believe it's Mirhan, so not every color is Sunset makeup. I did the royal blue as far down as I wanted to do, and then I left a little bit of a space, just a tiny bit of space between the blue and the purple, so that I could take a brush in and blend it in. And that's what I did. And then I went down to like the lighter blue, which is Sunset foundation, and I did the section I wanted there in the blue. Excuse me. As well, and I did that, and I left just a little bit of space between the dark blue and the light blue. I also went over to the other side and did just a little bit of blue on the top, the light blue on the top right there, so that I could get this, so it transitions from blue to green. So, and then I blended in the light blue to the dark blue, and then I did the same process with the green. I colored in everything I wanted green and left just a space between the lighter blue and the green, and then blended that in, and then I went down to the yellow, and then I did orange, and then I did red, and then I did pink at the bottom. Literally each step was kind of like stopping and letting it dry for a second, well, blending it and letting it dry, and then moving on. I didn't mention how long this look took. Again, I stopped a lot to try to just make sure everything didn't smudge. So recording time took me about 2 hours, but this process took probably closer to 4 hours because, I stopped my camera every time I stopped to let it set and dry, and all of that. So yeah, it took a good bit of time. Way more than I really anticipated. So yeah, I took, and I did set it. I set everything with Anastasia Beverly Hills setting powder. And I put my contacts in before I do it. So once all that shading was done, I did go in and I had put that contact in. I did go ahead and finish that eye. I did my brow. I just used eyeshadow. And then I did some eyeliner. I think I used NYX eyeliner and some mascara, NYX mascara, and then I did some false lashes, magnetic lashes. I think it was Kiss Brand. So once I was done with all that, like I said, I did go in with some setting powder and set it. And then I moved on to the gray. So the gray was much easier. I literally did everything but directly around my eye. And then after I did that, I went in and I used Sunset makeup again with that. And then I went in with a darker gray that I have from Mirhan and kind of did some shading. Again, leaving my eye open with no color on it. And then I took did I use Mirhan or Crafter Line? I don't know. I used a cream foundation, either Marahine or Graftovine, I can't remember which, and I did all the details where I'd drawn out the design with my Too Faced Bare and Sex eyeliner. I did with the cream foundation and kind of blended that out everywhere except for right around that eye. Now, again, I left the eye open because the contact I put in there I can't see out of, so I always leave that for last. So when I was finished with literally everything else aside from putting my wig on, I use setting powder again, of course, on the gray. I went in and put the contact in. I even did my eyebrow before, like my eyebrow just above my eye. I did that before I did the contact because I'm not going to be touching my eyebrow while I'm putting a contact in. And then I went back in with the Sunset Foundation and did all around my eye, and then did a little bit of shading. That's the only eyeshadow I used. I used some ColourPop, I think it's a Foxy palette. I used a little gray on the eyelid there and a little bit of shimmer. And then I drew out my crying eyes, if you will, dead eye, whatever you want to call it. And I finished the little bit of detail right up there close to my eye that I was using with the black cream foundation. So yeah, everything, that was the last bit before I put my wig on. I always save that for last again because I cannot, when I white out my eye, I can't see out of it. It's just, there's nothing. You can't even see a thing. You can't see a thing. Like I have blackout lenses too, and the blackout ones are more like kind of really dark sunglasses. So if you put them in, you can still see barely. These, you can't see at all. So anytime I use whiteout, I have to wait to the very last minute to do anything. But yeah, I actually really liked how vivid this look came out. I just used a pink wig that I got from Temu. I get my wigs from Temu. They're cheap and they're great for the purposes I use them for. But yeah, that was the gist of this look. It took forever because all the different blending and much longer than I anticipated. See, when I do this look in general, because this is one of my favorite looks to do, and I use just other color, like one solid color, it doesn't really take all that long because I'm using one solid color and I'm just kind of contouring with eyeshadow and stuff. Oh, I did do that. Like I used some green eyeshadow right around my chin to do a little contouring. I think I used Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't know. It's very, very light. It was just to make sure I had some little definition between my neck and my chin since we were using all the same color. But that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks so much for watching.